He goes into the kitchen and he can't believe what he sees. It would turn out everybody had it wrong about what happened to 15-year-old Leslie Gaddis. She really was, several months earlier, literally taken from her bedroom in the middle of the night, taken out of her house. But she wasn't murdered. Everybody thought she had been, and the news acted like she had been, but she hadn't been. Instead, her kidnapper, 42-year-old Ernest Stubblefield, had taken her in the middle of the night and brought her to this church and had been holding her in the church's attic for the last 119 days. And during that time, Ernest had her at knife point and basically watched her near 24/7 to make sure she wouldn't escape. And the whole time he's telling her, don't worry, I'm gonna get ransom for you, and as soon as I do, you'll be allowed to leave. But Leslie began to realize that ransom was not materializing, and it didn't really seem like Ernest had much of a plan, and eventually he would just have to get rid of her. And so she knew, like, if she didn't save herself, she was likely gonna get killed. And so in the rare moments where Leslie was not being watched by Ernest, like for example, when they were down in the kitchen and getting food after hours, they critically had been listening the whole time, and they would hear when the locks had been changed on the fridge, and they would see where the keys were being hid, and they would just sneak down, get the keys, open the fridge up, and they would eat. Well, when they were doing that, Leslie made a point of not just taking a little food for she and Ernest, but she would take a ton of food, like way more than two people would need, and she would tell Ernest, oh, it's just because, it's more for us. But really what she was doing was trying her best to signal to the people in the church that something weird's going on here, huge portions of food are going missing. And then also she would, move around the cook's stuff, his shoes and his apron. And then in the very rare moments where she truly wasn't being watched, she would run off, grab a paper towel and scrawl things like, my name is Leslie, I'm in the attic, and leave them on people's desks, hoping that that would finally